morning. Wow, welcome. Hello. It's so good to see people. I'm just delighted to welcome you all to the our fourth annual Psychology and Economics of Poverty convening. So welcome to Berkeley, welcome to the Faculty Club. Thank you to the Faculty Club for hosting us. I'm Carson Cristiano. I'm the Executive Director of CIGA, the Center for Effective Global Action. Okay? We're okay? I'm afraid of this microphone. Okay. So CIGA is a large and growing network of faculty and students and scholars from all over the world. We're headquartered here at UC Berkeley. And I think bringing people together from across disciplines and across sectors and across the world to tackle really complex problems related to poverty and inequality is something that we do really well. And so we've been very proud to see this network of people interested in the psychology and economics of poverty grow over the last couple of years. And we've actually seen, how can we avoid that? So
all right, go ahead.
We've seen a record number of people of interest. The submissions to this year's PEP convening were really impressive, and we've had a lot of interest in general in this event. So thanks to all of you guys for making it out here, and it's so great to see everybody in person. I hope that after a couple of years of doing this online, we're able to interact with one another and see some, one of the things that I love about this network is that we are taking people from traditionally siloed disciplines and sharing ideas and inspiring one another and collaborating to come up with creative new solutions to these issues. So I want to recognize our two amazing scientific directors. We have Supreet Kaur from economics and Mahesh Srinivasan from psychology here in Berkeley, who have provided intellectual leadership to the initiative and helped us fundraise and helped to inspire many of you to join the network. Christina Halez is our amazing program officer from CIGA, and we have Yerong Park, who's been an incredible postdoc with us for the last couple of years, and she's going to present some work that she's done to synthesize research in this space and come up with a framework for understanding the psychology and economics of poverty that really makes sense and is very motivating. So I'd like to share just a few quick highlights from PEP over the past year. So we've supported 22 research projects, exploratory and also larger scale, with over $137,000, so that's all been competitively allocated. The projects have been led by 35 researchers from a host of different institutions and disciplines, including ag resource economics, business, economics, political science, psychology, and so on. And these projects have gone on to raise a lot of additional funding, which gives us a lot of hope. So we're excited to be able to continue seeding more research in this space. There'll be a third round of funded projects announced this month. So, and through PEP, we've also supported two larger, what we call demonstration projects, which we think is are really good models for this work. One of them is focused on seasonal hunger in Zambia. This uses insights from psychology to help smallholder farmers better save from their harvests and plan for the hungry season. The East Bay Financial Needs Study explores how financial scarcity impacts the ways that parents interact with their children, especially in the wake of COVID-19. So like I said, this is our fourth annual convening. Every year we have more interest and more submissions, so really excited for the program today. And I know that I think we have a lot of additional people who couldn't make it today joining through a live stream, so that's very exciting. And we're also going to have 4 sessions focused on important aspects of the psychology of poverty, the biological underpinnings, mental health and well-being. We'll have one on aspirations, stigma, beliefs, and then a final one on cognition and scarcity. And then we always like to do a set of lightning talks so that you can get a sense of some other really exciting work happening in this space. So now I'm going to turn it over to Supreet and Mahesh for some brief remarks and some guidance for how we're going to run the event today. Thanks.
Hi everyone, welcome and good morning.
Stand back,
Yeah, thanks for
You can stand up closer.
Okay, let's test it out. So thank you. It's wonderful to see so many of you in person, and a warm welcome to those of you who are joining us through the live stream. We're really excited to see this initiative blossom. Just to give you a little bit of background, so Mahesh and I, along with SIGA, kind of got interested in creating a community where psychologists and economists could come together to study the psychology of poverty. And this is a topic that's burgeoning in interest, but we really felt that the work in the space has really been proceeding with economists doing their work and psychologists doing their work. But because it is so nascent, it's just such a germane space for collaboration. So really, the goal of this conference, of this community, of this initiative, is to provide a platform and a space where psychologists and economists and health researchers and political scientists and other social scientists can come together to study what are the psychological consequences of poverty, what are the psychological barriers that might make it difficult for people to escape poverty. And we're excited to see how much the space has burgeoned and how much interest we've seen in this year's conference and our the grant submissions and other things. One note about the conference today, for those of you who haven't attended PEP conferences in the past, one of the things you'll notice is the talks actually are quite short. They're about 20 minutes each, and then we have some lightning talks. And the way it's structured that way is because in the past, very consistently every year, the feedback we get is what people enjoy the most about the conference is all of the ample time we allow for discussion. So it's structured this way so you can both see a breadth of a lot of work, but you'll notice, talks are 20 minutes, but we leave 30 minutes for panel discussions afterwards. And we really want those to be very participatory. So we really want you guys to engage. And really the highlight of this conference every year is how active the discussion in the room is, how much we learn from each other, given that we have folks from very different disciplines here together. So we hope that tradition will continue this year, and we really encourage it. And so all this said, this is still a very nascent field. It's burgeoning, but it's still a very, very early days. And you'll get a sense of that from Yurong, who I'm now going to turn it over to get a little bit of a quick overview of a organizing framework that we've tried to put together to think about how work in the psychology of poverty comes together and coheres with each other. So I'll hand it over. Thank you. And I'm sorry, Mahesh, did you want to add anything? Okay, awesome. Thank you.